pleasure having you here today.
Yeah, same here.
How has your experience been so far at the event?
Yeah, excellent, excellent. I mean, I really find it very interactive. And, there are topics of diverse interest which is being discussed here. And, some good luminaries are presenting their views. And also that there would be recognition of good talent.
Okay.
And that in totality is going to augment the practice, the legal world and the legal practice. So it's a fantastic opportunity. It's a fantastic event.
Okay. So I would like to understand from you, if you would share a few words on this topic, the role of the Insolvency Bankruptcy Code was to smoothen business operations. Has that objective been achieved? Or how far are we from that?
Well, for any legal enactment in an ecosystem like that of India, takes time. It takes time to evolve. There are various stakeholders, there are various interplays. People are learning. It's an evolving system. So that's why you would witness that there are a lot of amendments which are happening. There are a lot of interactive processes are going. We are filing representations. The whole idea is to make it more interactive and more useful. So it is at that stage. I won't say it's at a nascent stage, but it is a stage of continuous evolution. Keeping in mind the nuances of diverse kind of cases that come before the insolvency. Yes, it is a welcome sign. And, if you look at what the foreign minister said, finance minister, she said that we got to keep the shine on, the sparkle on, because India envisions to be a developed country by, 2045.
Right.
So they see a role which is going to be played by it. And, the whole emphasis is on revival and restructuring. This is not a forum for recovery of amounts. It's for revival and restructuring. And it saves time. You see, a company, I will give you an example, would have its diverse plus points, good governance and all of that. But due to certain bad business decisions, if they're fallen into bad times, and if they go into liquidation, it's a big waste of resources, idea, R&D, and so on and so forth. If it can be revived and restructured, that's the growth of an economy, that's the growth of a society. That's the growth of a nation. And that's what they said, that we got to keep the sparkle on. This is the economy is on the right track. This is the I would say dictum which is underlying this entire legislation.
All right.
Yes, it has its problems. There are some good successes. There have been some delays. And at the moment there would be a lot of criticisms, but going forward I'm pretty sure that maybe in another 10 to 15 years time this is something which is going to be very, very useful legislation for the country and for the economy.
All right. Now we have seen this trend recently that the role of GCs has been increasing, especially in the company's day-to-day operations, strategic operations. How is that let's say panning out, or how do you see that panning out in the future?
Well, that is I would say that's a necessary ingredient of a corporate. We have seen instances where due to lack of in-house legal competence, companies have fallen into bad times. There has been an instance where the chairman of the company was arrested for certain violations, and that was the time that they strengthened their legal side. So, the role of GC is that they are the conduit and the intermediary between the management and the legal help that they seek in respect of various matters. And GC, and we have to see where the GCs are coming from. GCs are the ones who have been to good law schools, they have worked in law firms, and thereafter they have progressed into the role of a GC. So with their wide repertoire of experience and with their clear understanding of the business, they are able to take wise decisions with the help of other law firms and resources, which is going to lead to the smooth functioning of the corporate. So yes, GCs have a very, very predominant, it's a very challenging role, and they have a very stellar role and performance to contribute towards the growth of a company.
Right, right. I want to get a comment from you on BCI's recent rule about foreign law firms being able to operate in India.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's going to provide a level playing field for all, and you know, again, it's very, very important that it's always going to be the survival of the fittest and survival of the most competent and best. So, from that perspective, as Mr. Bhasin was saying in his introductory speech today, that we don't have to fear competition. There is place for every competent person under the sun. So there's nothing to fear. It's a good thing. Yes, there are a lot of teething problems that will have to be fitted into it, like reciprocity and all that will pose big challenges. But by and large, as a principle, you know, them coming to India will provide us the opportunity of enhancing our standards and capabilities through interactive processes, exchange of ideas, and a bigger pool of talent.
Steel sharpens steel, so to speak, right?
Absolutely.
Lastly, one small comment on your views on the, you know, the government's tussle with the Supreme Court on the whole collegium system. Do you have any comment on that?
Sorry?
The Indian government's tussle with the Supreme Court of India on the whole collegium system. Would you like to comment on that?
Well, at the moment, I would reserve my comments. You know, it's in a state of transition. There are a lot of things which are happening, but you know, that is whatever will be done at that level would definitely be in the interest of judiciary. So I would leave it at that.
Okay, so we're playing safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, not playing safe. It's just that, you know, I mean, my comments would be reserved because I am not very adept at that particular topic, and I would reserve my comments.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Pleasure having you here.
Yeah.
Please enjoy the event.